What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. We got Superstar Joe. We got Superstar Rob and Superstar Baraki. How's it going, guys?
New guest in the house.
We got a new face there. I'm happy to include you in the video today, Baraki, and hopefully you can bring a new outlook on what we're going to talk about here. I know that you're not in Veve. You don't have any familiarity with the app, just based off of what Rob brags about and shows you. So hopefully we can see an outside perspective on the topic today, and happy to have you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, another thing too, it's funny because Brocky doesn't know much about Veve. So the Superstar fam out there who's watching, drop in the comments below, say hello, Brocky, welcome. This is the Veve fam, and soon we'll get him on the app as well so he can join us.
Yeah, this is our chance to convince him. Exactly. And Baraki, after the video, make sure become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification, guys, so you know whenever we post. Great things are happening to superstars every single day, guys. We've shown Superstar Eric George a bunch of times getting secret rares. Guess what happened today, Rob? Watch the video, hits the button, secret rare.
Oh my God, that Superstar Juju happened again?
Again for Eric George. This guy is just cheat coding the game right now.
Yeah, it's a cheat code. You smash that subscribe button, you got the secret rare. It's simple.
Yeah, so guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button because that will give you the Superstar Juju. And if that hasn't worked for you yet, guys, we have another option, all right? This is brand spanking new right now, and we're ready to announce it. You can become a Superstar VIP. Wow. Right now, it's all it comes with right now is extra Juju, a bunch of badges. You can see the badges over here, right? So you start from the left, and like every 2 months you get a new badge, and after 2 years of being a Superstar VIP, you get the golden badge.
Oh my God.
So everybody who can handle hanging around for 2 years of us, you're going to get a gold badge next to your name whenever you chat, and it's going to be awesome. So cannot wait to see the stars in the chat besides your names. $2.99, cheap per month. And there's another thing we're going to be doing is Rob and I will be posting every single buy and sell that we do on the app in the member community part of the YouTube channel. So if you want to know what we're buying and selling, we're going to make some videos on some stuff too. But if you want to know exactly when and all the stuff that we do, that's going to be on the member page. So if you're a member and you become a Superstar VIP, you're going to know all our moves. So that's
we're gonna look for ways to bring utility to that membership.
We're going to keep adding to it.
It's like any other NFT, right? Any successful NFT will have utility long term. We want to do the same thing with this YouTube membership. So hopefully we can bring value to you guys. If you watch, you want to join us with our membership. I know Brocky will be joining soon, and hopefully we can make this worth your time.
I can't wait to see the different colors besides the names. It's going to be so cool. But we got lots of stuff coming and planned for this. It's just not all ready yet. But right now you got a couple things that we talked about. Also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Send us your pictures. Send us your videos. Get ready for people to come to your house, knock on your door. You're going to have to hire security or put a fence up or something like that so people do not wake you up when you're sleeping at 2 a.m. trying to get your autograph. And if you want to follow us on Veve, check out Fastos number 6909. Still haven't gotten around to it, but I will eventually follow everybody back on there. It's going to happen one of these days, probably this week at some point, whenever I get a second. So if you're following us there, follow everybody else there and make some friends. Helps you out with the MCP program.
Rocky doesn't realize it yet, but I think some of that Superstar Juju might come his way after this video. So we'll see what lucky things will happen to him.
Hey guys, I'm just trying to get the gold star. Membership is the way to go. That's what I'm hearing. So Superstar Joe, Superstar Rob, enlighten me today.
All right.
Baraki knows, and he's going to be getting that first gold star if he starts the membership today. Today's the first possible day. Okay, I'm going to bring up a couple of things from the news. Today we had the Todd McFarlane, the first in the Todd McFarlane series, the Spider-Man #1. And I didn't go for it, but I heard it sold out right away. So that's pretty cool.
That's surprising. It was a pretty low-ranked comic, if I remember. But I was thinking that because this one is you can get such a high grade for cheap online. Shout out Superstar comic book consultant Ian Barnes for letting us know that maybe this would be a candidate for Veve users to go in there, buy the comic book, and then match it with their NFT. I'm actually curious. What do you know about comic books?
I mean, somewhat. I know you got print comics, right? You got digital comics. If you're a Marvel guy or a DC guy, but you got a lot of different types of comics there. But I know that you got different editions, and certain characters have been around longer than others.
So we still know nothing about comics, to be honest with you. But because of the Veve app, we've learned a lot. So like
and the followers.
Yeah,
in the
but
comments.
the commenters below, they're the real experts who let us know. But it's funny because once you get involved in things like this, I knew nothing about comics. Then you start saying, "Oh, first appearance of King, Avengers 8."
We act like we know everything. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like things like this. It's
Actually,
very interesting.
if you go on our Instagram, Superstar Marvelous Packs did exactly what you just mentioned. I reposted it. He's going to have people at his door knocking down the door trying to get in to get his autograph. But I posted his tweet. He actually got the uncommon, and there is apparently a silver version of this book that matches the uncommon. So he matched the uncommon with his graded silver version, and it looked actually pretty sweet. I'm not going to show you. You got to go to the Instagram to check it out. And currently, the common is going for $5.25 in the marketplace. So pretty cheap, pretty easy to get into if you want a Todd McFarlane something.
Yeah, someone was saying below, oh, it was Kobe, Superstar Kobe Collects. He was saying that because this is the second Todd McFarlane on the app, right? Second Todd McFarlane right here. Exactly. So I don't know if it's going to give it any value.
No, that's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see that for sure. And it sold out right away just because of his name, it seems like.
Yeah.
So we got this whole series this week. I'm not going for any of them. I think they're only going to probably drop off in value from what I've been hearing. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments if there's one that will be upcoming that will be a little bit more prominent. But I haven't been going for the comics in a little bit since we've done a couple of our spreadsheets, and they've kind of said like you got 10% chance of making money. To me, that's not enough. That's not enough for me. If I really want it, I'll buy it secondary market like I did with that Raptor. But we got this one coming up tomorrow. And I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I don't think I'm going to pull it up right now. I doubt it's up on Veve Rank yet, but
yeah. And they're already showing number 3.
What's that?
They're already showing number 3 on the Twitter, so they're getting ready to go. I'm hoping that we get that Buzz Lightyear collectible on this weekend. Everybody fingers crossed for that because that would be sick. Or Pixar Pals 2.
I'd be really curious because Pixar Pals 1 now is going pretty low. If you think about what they're going for. So if they were to do a Pixar Pals 2, assuming the mint numbers are similar, it may not have the best performance for a drop. Maybe it's better off in the secondary market, but that for sure is going to be spreadsheet worthy when the time comes.
Yeah, but I think the first set will get a little boost if they do drop that eventually. Right whenever that tweet drops, I think the first Pixar set might get a little bit of a boost. You might think of selling into that pump if that happens, if you do have them.
Yeah, it tends to be what happens for sure.
Yeah. All right. So I guess this was a drop. I don't know. I'm not gonna really go through it. This is the silver comic that Marvelous Packs has that matched exactly, and he put it in AR right next to it. It was amazing.
Nice.
So also speaking of how people will be coming to your door knocking it down, we have Reese from the Veve team liking Rob's picture of the car parked outside the gelato shop. Right there, we posted that yesterday. So Veve is recognizing it. We don't joke around, guys. These guys are on our Twitter in the DMs. They're talking to us, trying to give us ideas of how to make our videos better. You know, the team is great over there, and we really love that they respond to the Veve fam. If things don't go your way or you don't agree with something, maybe there's a nice way to say things to these guys. I know a lot of people weren't happy about that Raptor not having sound. And I know Rob was one of those people, but there's a way to go about it, guys.
Yeah, so I look for opportunities now. You tell me, Brocky, do people show you NFTs that can do things like that? Have a car parked on the side?
First time I've seen it, but I see this interesting thing with the NFTs. I saw you talked about a Raptor. Rob was showing me earlier a Raptor outside of the movie theater.
I'll show you a nice Raptor right here, Baraki. 1 second.
Thought I was watching Jurassic Park. I was like, holy.
Yeah, exactly. So check this out.
That's what they are, Jurassic Park NFTs.
Check this Raptor out. Look at him moving around on this guy's knee.
It's incredible. Wow. It's so cool.
Yeah.
If only it had sound. I don't want to trigger anybody, but
I think the sound will come eventually. I think there was a timeline issue from what we understand.
Yeah, they ran out of time, but
the quality is you can't compare it. You look at that on your phone. You can go right up to it, Brocky, in AR, and you can look at the scales on the skin and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Wow. And I definitely look for like the utility that we have right now is this AR functionality. So when I'm out and about doing whatever, I'm always looking for my collection and where I can fit some nice photos for the fam on Twitter. So I'm going to try to find a little bit more opportunities to share it because it seems there's a pretty good reaction online every time we post it.
We're going to have to do some video soon as well now because now they're getting with the animation game pretty often.
Yeah.
I wanted to show this. This was something, I don't know if you saw it, Rob.
What?
but pretty much you can buy some Omi through the Coinbase wallet now. You just search it up. It links to your Coinbase wallet, and you can buy. I think it's layer 1. I was talking to the guy in the comments who posted this. I'll tell you who it is in a second, but he shows himself purchasing the Omi, and it's now in his wallet, layer 1.
So Omi's on Coinbase now.
You can buy it through the Coinbase wallet if you have another crypto, it appears.
So Brocky's big into crypto. Do you have a Coinbase wallet?
No, I use MetaMask actually.
Okay.
But I've heard of Coinbase, but I use MetaMask at the moment.
Omi's the token that runs this app, so that's why we're looking into it. But it's the more exchanges and the more places you can buy it, you would think the more access there is to the coin will be better off in the end for investors.
Every time that something gets purchased in the app, through the marketplace, there's a percentage that gets burnt, right? Or is it through the store? Percentage gets burnt, right?
For sure, and I think the primary transactions as well, but full store for sure.
There's just a bunch of people on here. I wanted to give a shout out to Nail Butt, and he's also Larry Wheels on Twitter for hitting over 200 comics. There was another guy that I was getting hit with notifications today. Someone hit over 4,000 comics / collectibles.
I saw that. Insane.
It was crazy. Every notification. This is probably 20 of them are just on that post because that's crazy.
There's whales, but then there's like the blue whale, like that. Yeah, exactly. That's insane at 4,000. That's crazy.
So, congratulations.
White whale at that point.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the Twitter stuff. Rob, I guess you want to get into the mint number stuff with Baraki, and then I'll pull up what I got.
Yeah, we're gonna set up the topic of today's video. So Brocky, again, he's someone who's not familiar with Veve, but let's see if we can just go back to the fundamentals here. So, what do you think about the term scarcity? Just tell me what your thoughts are on that and how things should go with it.
Well, when I think scarcity, it's like anything, and with resources, scarcity determines if there's a lot of something or a little of something, and if there's little of something, it would seem like it's more valuable, or there's a higher need, or someone would put a higher value on that, versus something that's abundant and easy to have, it should be at a lower value probably. So when I think scarcity, it's how easily can I get something, how easily can I find something, and what's the cost of the good that I'm trying to get.
Yeah, basically the fundamental of the whole NFT space, right? You have a blockchain with a certain number of mints. And then where can we find value in that? Because it seems like right now there's not that much demand. We're still bringing in new people into the app. Not that many people around right now. So
yeah. So I wanted to bring up a couple things from my collection here. Now, the first ever comic that came onto this app, it was Marvel Comics #1. It came last year, I think August or something like that, and they dropped 60,000 editions, mixed rarities. I think it was 60,000 or something like that, right, Rob?
Yeah, it was 60,000, yeah.
But the common had 48,000. So
wow.
48,000, because this book in real life is impossible to find. Like, people don't know how many exist. It's like that scarce. Came out in like the 30s.
So 1939, right? That's the first ever Marvel comic book in history. And you can own it digitally, at least on Veve.
And you can flip the pages in AR. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, it's different than just having it on your Kindle or on something like that. You can actually like look at it on your table and flip the pages. It's almost like you have that experience, even though it's through your phone right now. Eventually we hope that it'll be through some kind of a metaverse glasses or something like that, where you can just flip the pages. You don't even have to have it. It takes up no space. But the fact that I'm trying to get at here is how I think that there is a gap in the marketplace right now. And it's something that I went after the last couple of days because I realized it. And the first books that got published, I know it's this one for sure, and Fantastic Four #1 for sure. They kept 500. Veve kept 500 of the comics themselves. So from #1 to 500, you can't even buy them. They don't exist on the app. They're like in a vault somewhere. So you can only pick up number 501 to 48,000 of the comic or whatever. The numbers are mixed up though. The numbers are all mixed up between all rarities.
They're randomized, yeah.
So
but the point is the lowest they're going is 501.
I thought about it. Now we're looking at scarcity, right? So the Marvel Comics has 5 rarities. The 5th rarity is typically the most scarce, which is the secret rare. And I think there's either 500 or 600 of them for this book.
Not a lot.
So, not a lot. And that book is going for like what, 20 grand or something like that? Somewhere around there.
I think it was even more at its peak. What was it? Over 100 grand at one point?
Yeah, exactly. So I thought about it and I'm like, these guys kept 500 of the total set. That means that for there to be a 3-digit, like a 3-digit mint number, you have a 1 in 499 shot. All right?
Yeah.
Then I thought about it further, and I'm like, that's amongst all rarities. So of those 499, they split them. I'm sure the majority of them are from the common, but they split them and they sent some into the uncommon, some into the rare, some into the ultra rare, and some into the secret rare. If you have the secret rare 3-digit, you probably have 1 of 10, maybe, I would say.
Okay.
So really, really crazy stuff. So I said, now if I go to the common, which is the original cover, and I go for a 3-digit, what am I looking at? What's the price looking like? And what I found is that I could get into a 700s mint number for around 1,000 gems, which to me was a huge hole in the gap in the market. I'm like, when things come back to Veve and you get collectors who want the original cover of Marvel Comics #1 and they want the lowest mint possible, they're only going to have 499 chances at it. But now, because it's split amongst all rarities, it's actually less than 499 chances at it. So really, you're more rare to get a 3-digit common than you are to get the highest mint number of the secret rare, and that's going for 20,000. So I'm buying into a 3-digit common in the $1,000 range, even though there's other ones that are exactly the same but just different mint number. If somebody wants one that's a 3-digit, there's less than 499 of the original cover.
Yeah, that gives it so much more value. This is the original OG cover. The real comic book collectors are always going to want this. And for Brocky's benefit, in the NFT space, for whatever reason, the community will value 3-digit mints and even more 2-digit mints. And if it existed on Veve, 1-digit mints
or special mint years. So the 1939 would probably be amazing for this. So these are the different rarities, Brocky.
So when you say mint, Joe, when you say 3-digit, 2-digit, 1-digit, you're saying like 49 mint versus 100 mint?
Let me show you. So let me click on the common here. Let's give it a second to load. You can sort them by edition number. So that's basically your mint number. And here you can see the lowest one available is 502. They kept the first 500. So 501 is not on the market unless it's in a different rarity.
Right.
But you can see what I'm talking about here. There's not much to pick from before you get into the thousands. And look, there's some around 1,100 right now. There's a couple shots you got. There's $14.99 and there's a $12.99 and everything and a $19.99.
So that's where it's recorded on the blockchain, although there's different
discussions. At any point, are they going to release the first 1 to 500 or is that at a later time?
That's a good question, actually.
We don't know what their plans are for that. If they did do that, it would double the supply, obviously, but we don't know how they plan to do that or what they plan to do with it. If they plan to give it to sponsors or if they plan to use it in a museum, we don't know. And when that happens, I'm sure that a lot of things that are lower mint will maybe lose some value to those. But right now, what I'm looking at is that there's less than 499 people in the world that can say they have the original cover with a mint number of 3 digits. And there's no 2 digits in these comics.
We've always talked about finding scarcity where no scarcity exists. And, a lot of people on the comments have said, you're using the word low mint very loosely. And I understand that not all 3 mint digits may necessarily be a low mint, but it is a 3-digit. And I think with 60,000 issues, it's fair to say that any of these 3 digits would be considered a lower mint for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to do a video, I think, in the future about how we can maybe define what a low mint is versus what's just a 3-digit mint. Yeah. But where you're finding scarcity on literally the Grail comic on this app right now, and it's the original cover where there's 60,000 mints. There's no better place to find scarcity in the 3-digit space than a high mint number drop, right?
Yeah,
so this is a perfect place to do it.
So guys, I got a question. Sorry to cut you off, Joe, but the last mint, is there any value in the last minted comic? I know it's kind of reverse logic, right? But it's
I would think there would
ever published, right?
100%. I think that would be a higher value. I think there's a bunch of mint numbers that have value that are not 3-digit. Like we've gone through this. This was just an example to say how the number of 3-digit mints for this common original cover is actually less than the total number of secret rare mints in circulation. Crazy. Now, a portion of those secret rare mints are 3-digit probably, but I would say that those are even more valuable. I'm just saying that if I were to compare apples to oranges, where I'm looking at the highest mint number of secret rare versus a 3-digit common, I think that the spread should not be $20,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy spread. And yeah, to answer your question, like we said, if the book was a 1939 book, then that
number is probably
worth probably a bit more. But
that's probably the best mint you can get.
Right. And of the 60,000 mints, there's only 499 of the ones that Joe's were showing on his screen right now. So it's a place that I think if someone has the gems, it's not cheap to be able to enter into one of these. Like at the end of the day, 1,000 gems is 1,000 gems. And you got to consider if you had 1,000 gems, maybe you want to go for something else on the app, Golden Moments. But this might be the best bang for your buck right now in terms of finding the scarcity.
I spent 2,000 gems and I got both of these, and I'm giving you my bag here. So if we're pumping it, we're pumping it, but I'm telling you why I bought it. I like to buy something, give you my reasoning for buying it, not telling you to go buy it because I think the market's still going down. I just want to make sure I had them in the bag because the distance between 1,000 and 20,000 to me didn't make sense when we're looking at mint numbers and all that. And if mint numbers are going to matter in the future and people want to have this, because people are going to come to the app, they're going to say, what was first? And then they're going to say, okay, what's the lowest mint I can get of what was first? And then they're going to say, what's the rarest thing I can get? They're going to say secret rare. The other thing is uncommon, rare, and ultra rare are ugly. They're ugly covers. Uncommons are right because you've got the pink actually on that uncommon. So I actually don't mind it.
I don't know. I think for this one here, the common takes it by far. Everything else is garbage except the
The ultra rare, all black and white. I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But the common and the secret rare, obviously.
The common and the secret rare in terms of aesthetics, I think takes the cake for sure. People are going to care about putting them in their showroom. But then again, I agree with you in terms of maybe being one of the best, mint number hunters on the app might want to go for one of these. And then who knows, maybe in the future you're going to have in your AR photos, you're going to have the mint number below, a little bit of a flex, right?
Yeah.
Be one of the 499 who owns this specific Grail comic.
I wanted to also give a shout out because I didn't get this idea on my own. Actually, I think I was watching Johnny Dunn, and he gave me the idea. I was thinking about it, and guy is a solid dude and also has one, by the way. There he is. 751, Johnny Dunn up for 9.9 million. He's not trying to sell.
No,
he's not trying to sell that one. He's trying to show you guys that he believes in it as well, right? So shout out Johnny Dunn. I talked to him on Twitter as well after I bought it, and I said, you know what, you inspired me, and I actually really love the idea. And we were going back and forth about why we think it's going to be great. So hopefully we're right. Fingers crossed. I think there's still room for this to go down. I think that there will be opportunity. These other ones aren't selling. They've been there for a couple of days. Maybe they get desperate and start to cut their prices. But I don't know. I just wanted to have a couple in my collection. I said, do I want this or do I want Superman? And I was like, I want this because I got to get something on my walls back here. So maybe I'm just going to buy 2 posters of this and put it in the background. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. I think there's less than 100 copies, so you can't get the book, but maybe you can get a poster, an exact replica of it. Anyway, that's a great point. I hope you enjoyed it so far, Brocky. We exposed you to the Veve world now. He's going to get the itch soon. Watch. He's going to get the itch.
I want the superstar Juju, guys.
There you go. Now, Brocky, we have to show you something. Brocky. Not only will you get the Juju by getting into the membership, right? If you're going to be buying gems, you don't want to buy them off the app right now because we don't have MTL. So you cannot. MTL means being able to sell your gems for fiat, real cash. So you can put money in, but you can't take it out. But you can take it out through other avenues. You might take a little bit of hit on the percentage because now we know MTL is coming anytime now. It should be in the next couple of weeks. But originally there was off app gem sales and purchases around 50%. So you can buy 10 gems for $5. Now the rates have gone up significantly. And I'm going to show you an avenue. If you do want some gems, our good buddy Kobe Collects, he's able to get them for 0.75 right now. If you tell him you're a superstar, he will give you a little bit of a discount on that. I've seen him doing it with some people. He's been cutting it back a couple points for them. So you got to make sure you tell him you're a superstar, and he will hook it up. And he's been taking care of everybody. Everybody who's gone through, he's taking care of. There's been a couple times where he sold out of gems, but he came back. He went back to the people and talked to them. Great dude. We met him the other day, and really, really happy to recommend.
Yeah, great dude. So if you are interested, again, you can buy them officially through the app, but there's a little bit of a surcharge right now. Unfortunately, it's like in our case, it ends up being a 1.55 for one.
Wow.
But at least through Kobe, we're trying to give all of our superstars watching right now an opportunity, a safe way to not get scammed. Because we did a video with Crypto Pro, who unfortunately he went he tried someone new on Telegram and they ended up getting scammed for 1,000 US. So Kobe, he's a trustworthy source. Again, we met up with him. We know him, and we can endorse him. We know that you go with his route, he should be good.
Yeah, and right now everybody's tight on money. It's a recession looming here. So any pennies you can save, that's why we like to give the avenue just to help each other out and help you guys. You can participate in the app a little bit cheaper, thanks to Kobe.
All right.
Well, if you guys give the thumbs up, Superstar Verified, Kobe Collects is where you go. There you go. Get the gems.
All right, so guys.
Okay, let us know below what you guys think about today's video. We covered a lot there. We just would love to know what you think about our discussion with Marvel Comics #1, finding scarcity where there's no scarcity. Do you think that this could actually be one of the most undervalued comics right now, considering that there's only 499 of them? Are you on board with Superstar Joe and Superstar Johnny Dunn? But don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button. We would love to hear from you, whether you agree with us or not. We respond to every single comment, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on this one too. So we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you. Bye.